All right, I made it to the top. Maggie is almost here. Look at this. This is what it's like. She's on her hands and knees, crawling through bushes.
It wasn't this ugly the whole time.
No, that's how it was for me at the final like 30 seconds.
Okay.
I had to just crawl through bushes.
Okay.
Look at the views. All right, we're here in Denali National Park. We are about to hop on a bus that's going to take us out to Unit 7 out on the backcountry. It's off trail. We just did Triple Lakes Trail, which is really the only one they have for backpacking Denali, and the rest is just spread out into various units. We are staying in Unit 7, and it's about 42 miles out, which is actually as far as the bus can take you right now anyways because of a landslide. So the bus will take us 42 miles. We'll hop off the bus and then head down the East Fork of the Toklat River until we can find a campsite. Excited. All right, we're on the bus. I'm a little nervous. Maggie's fine.
Be ready to load if you're looking for a ride. Have your pepper spray, bear spray already put away, or be prepared to put it away quickly. So there's a good chance that you won't necessarily be on a camper bus again after this trip. You're welcome to wait for one, but the time gaps between them. Cathedral Mount on our left for the last several miles. Long range with multiple summits. And I don't know, I heard about another bear that was visible in the last hour or two. It wasn't clear to me if it was on Cathedral Mountain here at the west end of Cathedral or if it's just out of the rolling tundra a little further beyond the mountain, closer to Sable Pass.
Bull moose down there, right about there. It's only got half of his antlers. All right, thanks a lot.
You bet. Have fun.
For all the information.
I'm not sure how to put my rain.
It's raining. So it begins. Okay. This is the most unique, maybe, experience of my life. Definitely backpacking. All right, so this is actually where the road closure is at mile 42 or 43, because there was a landslide further up that way. Originally, I was designated to camp or to backpack in units that were further out, but we were reassigned last week after the landslide. So we had Unit 1 that I'm probably going to do in a different video, the Triple Lakes Trail. Now we took the camper bus out to mile 42 to do Unit 7. This is the East Fork of the river. East Fork of the Toklat River. And then I think we're going to climb down that way. There's a cabin supposedly back there. And then we're going to go up that ridge there and then go over the top. Because it's just too steep. You're supposed to stay on the east side of the river. East is that way. But the river runs right alongside the cliff. So we got to get up over the top of that bluff, follow it the whole way, drop down, continue up the river a few miles. Our bus driver's camping out there for a second before we have to turn around and head 42 miles back to the park entrance. We're gonna walk up the road here a little bit so we can drop down. These clouds look ominous. Everything about this looks ominous. Maggie looks ominous. Kind of crapping my pants right now, or at least I was when we got on the bus, and the bus driver was very stern with me, like a drill sergeant. I suddenly was terrified of him. I said, where are we going? There's nobody on the bus except for 2 other people. Going as far as we can. We took a bus earlier, but that was like an actual tour, and the guy was skipping around telling fun stories. This guy was like, you will die. Just up ahead, there's a grizzly bear sighting. He was telling us on the bus, and we saw a bull moose even closer than that. So, place is wild. And there goes our bus. This is that oh my god feeling. Okay, we are officially off trail. It's our turning point, that cabin, and we'll find a way to cross this creek and then up that hill. Alright, so we're going to cross here. We took our boots off, climbing up onto this ridge so that we can stay dry as long as we can. So, changed out of the boots. Okay, made it across. Wasn't too bad, it was just really cold. Alright, so we had a river crossing right off the bat. Now we gotta find the best way up this. I'm thinking up that way. Alright, we're climbing. It's Maggie. Up this. Alright, I made it to the top. Maggie is almost here. Look at this. This is what it's like. She's on her hands and knees, crawling through bushes.
It wasn't this ugly the whole time.
No, that's how it was for me at the final like 30 seconds.
Okay.
I had to just crawl through bushes.
Okay.
Look at the views. Okay, now we are at the top of this bluff here. Oh, Mr. PCA Trail. Coming up, that was no joke. Alright, taking a break here. An early break, but that was a tough start to the hike. Gonna drink at least a liter of water so we're hydrated, and then we're gonna filter this because that giant river down that side of us is all glacier water, which is very silty and it'll clog the filters. So any chance we can get it regular water, we gotta take it.
There were moments where I kind of panicked because you were so far ahead I couldn't see you and I was being swallowed.
Yikes. Maggie put on her orange hat so I won't lose her. filtering water right now. The sun coming out. Sun shower.
Well, rainbow over there.
At times this looks like easy walking or tundra or something, but it's actually chest high. It's Maggie high willows.
I can confirm.
The other thing about Unit 7, Denali National Park, but Unit 7 in particular, is that everyone we've talked to has told us that this is the unit with the most grizzly bear activity. I was assigned this unit, okay? Maggie's parents, anyone? Anyone who really cares? I was assigned this unit, but this does have the most grizzly bear activity, according to everybody. At least of the units that are still available. And we're in Willows right now, where grizzlies love to hang out, so we need to kind of get over this and be done with it. Alright, we made it through that long stretch of bushes. Unfortunately, it's going to continue. We were hoping we could drop down here, but that goes pretty much straight down right there. We need to get down to the river. We need to get to the back side of this and hike along the east side of the river. So we're going to have to go around. River in here somewhere. Okay. This is really sketchy right now. Hey bear. Yo bear. And animal tracks everywhere. This terrain is no joke. Going across that river, so we're going up through this brush here. Just came through that. I mean, that's a couple feet above Maggie's head. Pouring rain. Prime grizzly habitat. Straight up Jurassic Park right now. It's epic. Alright, we've made it down off that awful hill down here by the river. Finally flat hiking for at least for a little bit. This water is really moving. Look at those caribou antlers right there, big. Finally hiking on some normal ground here. It's flat. Now we really got to make up for how slow we're moving. Step in on 1 foot on that one of those first rocks. No. Then step on that big one. Yeah. Do one quick step to the big one and then use your trekking poles on the right. Yep. There you go. Let's see it. Oh, make it a big jump. Nice. Tell you what, my backpacking tarp would have served us well today, but I spilled scrambled eggs all over it when I was attacked by a bird. Kind of lost control. There are a lot of grizzly digs around here. Grizzlies are big diggers. So, Denali wildlife. They call it the Big Five. So we have grizzly bear, they call him brown bear here in Alaska. Black bear, just kidding, black bear is not part of the Big Five, but they do exist here. Moose are caribou, wolves, and Dall sheep. Dall sheep are basically, they look like white bighorn sheep, white rams. The moose here are the biggest in the world, up in Yukon and Alaska. And these grizzlies are no joke. Here, the ranger was telling me they can get up to about 1,000 pounds. Whose home is this? I don't want to. Whoever's home this is has an attitude, you know it. Alright, we found a place to set up a tent. We now have Cooked dinner. I think going like around the root of the bush, or just go through.
Yeah, there was no point.
So this warm meal feels absolutely amazing. It's freezing. Stopped raining, thank God. Still pretty soaked even though I had all that rain gear. Hiking through pouring rain and soaking wet bush. 5 feet tall. For a few hours, it's nothing you can do. Feels like I have a gallon of water in my right boot. So I gotta address that, but right now this warm meal is saving me. This is the most wild experience of my life. Was it filming me? It just has a different feel out here. There's animal tracks everywhere. We have to really be on top of our grizzly stuff. This is great grizzly country. So it's a little sketchy. And I'm starting to shake from being so cold. So after this, put our food away. Probably gonna hide in the tent for a little bit and change my clothes, get warm. And if it stays like this, you know, it's not raining, I might come back out, have a little bit of wine. Maggie wants to have our wine now.
So we could get into the tent.
She just wants to get into the tent and that's it, and call it a day.
Of course.
East Fork of the Toklat River. That's it, yeah. I was really nervous about telling the bus driver where we had to go. I thought I was going to stumble over my words. But I did a good job. Doesn't help that the guy just scared me off the bat. I mean, we got on this bus. I just finally admitted to Maggie that I was petrified.
Barreling out of the bus.
He came barreling out of the bus, but I was petrified at the start of this trip anyways.
I don't know, maybe I wasn't clear enough. I said, don't do that.
Yeah, he gave me big toot, and then suddenly I was scared of him, and I thought he was like a drill sergeant. He got on the bus. He was like Colonel Quaritch from Avatar, the bad guy. Kind of just telling us how bad things are going to be. And then we found out he was a sweetheart. And then we found out he was a really nice guy, and he just completely changed. And we needed it. We needed it because we were already afraid. But we're out here completely alone. 42 miles from the park entrance. This is absolutely epic. I'm gonna find a place to store this stuff. Then I gotta go back to the tent. The tent is right like there. All right, our bear keg and our sack are gonna be tied to that bush. Bear keg is just shoved in there. And now we gotta walk back to our tent. I gotta change into some warm clothing. Maggie's doing fine, apparently.
I'm not fine.
Ever since the bushes.
I'm definitely not fine.
There's our tent. Situated out there. Not sure how much sleep I'll get tonight. Maggie says she's gonna get great sleep. But who knows, maybe we'll hear a wolf howl. This is prime wolf habitat.
Mike Wanders production. We're out here, Unit 7 of Denali, night 1 of 1.
Electric stuff, Max.
I just had some lasagna.
There you go. I don't know what you're talking like that.
Backpacker's pantry. You had Mountain House. Mountain House. Spaghetti and meat sauce.
The camera probably can't even hear you. I had spaghetti, she had lasagna.
Listen.
Listen.
He's turning me off now!
Pretty epic campsite. Alright, so that's probably going to do it for Day 1 out here in Unit 7. Some off-trail backpacking in Denali. Absolutely epic. It was everything I thought it would be. Difficult, exciting, wet, cold, and thrilling with the wildlife. See what happens tonight. Got our bear spray. Hopefully nothing happens. And got amazing views out here, mountains, got the river. And unless something crazy happens, that might be the end of Day 1. It's really Day 2 of backpacking in Denali with the Triple Lakes Trail, but Day 1 here in Unit 7. And I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, good morning. We survived the night. It's still raining. We've been kind of waiting here for a couple hours, hoping the rain's gonna stop, but it's not. So we're probably gonna wrap everything up, go get the food. Probably won't even stop to have breakfast, just get it and go. The plan for today is not to retrace our steps that we did yesterday up in that bluff through the thick bush. Instead, we're just gonna do what we were originally gonna do on the way out, which is to just stay on the east side of the East Fork of the Toklat River. And hopefully there's a little bit of an area between the river and the cliff that we can, for the most part, keep our feet dry. But we'll see. We probably will not keep our feet dry, I'll tell you that right now. But most importantly, we did survive the night, and here we go. Okay, it has stopped raining for the time being. A lot of my stuff is still wet, my boots are wet. So we're gonna try to move on this hike. I'm sure it'll get wet in the river. It was a quiet night. There were a couple times where I woke up and remembered where I was, and my heart started beating a little bit. Going to the bathroom in the middle of the night in the pitch black over there, surrounded by willows and river and prime grizzly habitat. Yeah, that was a memorable piss. But all right, time to start the day. Going now to pick up the air sack and the bear keg. Hopefully it's still there. If it's not, at least we're hiking out today. That is some big time animal. Maybe a grizzly. I mean, it's big. It doesn't look like caribou or moose. And we have hit the trail. Just kidding, there's absolutely no trail. We started walking. Rain again. It's so expansive being here. I've seen videos on backpacking in Denali. It doesn't do it justice at all. Being here, you just get an idea of how wide everything is. Denali is actually, I think it's right there. It's just behind these clouds, the tallest mountain in North America, right there, over 20,000 feet. All right, we have what I believe is a caribou track. And then look, right next to it, wolf tracks. Amazing. This right here is just clean stream water, the stuff that you can filter versus that glacier water. It's all silty. All right. Jesus, you're right behind me. Oh, Maggie trying to create a bridge. Classic. All right, heading back into the willows here for a little bit. This water's kind of running up along the edge.
couldn't stay along the side, so we got to do this stuff. There's a decent river right here. And let's just somehow get across.
We're all there.
Oh! Fully fell in. You might want to try a different area. I'm just surprised that was as deep as it was. I went down to my knee. Maggie, you might want to try a different crossing. I stepped on that bush and it just went right through. Oh my. Here.
Oh, that is really deep.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You gotta go quick. There you go. Hoping we have room here on the side. I'm not sure. Even if we have room here, we might not have room further down. Alright, we just skirted alongside the river. It was a little bit sketchy. I slid a couple times, almost slid into the river itself. That is the hill we had to climb up, and then we stayed up that way. We came back alongside the river. Maybe we should have just done that first time, because that was incredibly difficult. But we're back to the bushes, and we're almost there. This stuff is difficult, but oh my god, is it epic. It might be the most memorable backpacking experience of my life. It's just so unique. Look at the colors. All right, we have made it.
Whew.
Civilization, there's people up there.
Yeah.
We're on a regular dirt road. That was incredible. Let's look at the river we hiked down on the east side. So this is mile 43. It's actually the furthest you can go on the park road. You can see right there, the road continues up along the side, but that's all closed because of a landslide. We hiked out just from this area here, and now we gotta wait for the camper bus to hopefully pick us up. All right, we got on a bus. It took a while, but we got one.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
thank you.
it.
Travel stay about 4.5 anchors.
All right, that is it. Hey, my feet are still wet. Maggie, what do you think of that trip? Huh?
I like the riverbed. I like
Okay.
walking around that.
Okay.
I would not do the tundra bluff climb again.
Yeah, that was tough. And
That was kinda terrible.
found out we didn't really need to do it. But I thought it
Now
was
there
epic.
was.
I thought that was exciting. Crawling through thick brush in the pouring rain. There's like grizzlies around. And then there's little streams throughout that, yeah, I filmed myself just falling into one. There's no way to stay dry. But that's okay. It was so epic. It was a lifelong dream come true. Absolutely incredible. I can't recommend strongly enough to come see Denali National Park. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.